Alright, hi everybody, this is DigitsBB. It's been a while since I've streamed at this point, probably a couple weeks now, but tonight I'll be playing another game from the itch.io bundle. People might remember that back in June there was a very large bundle of games and software on sale on itch.io called the Bundle for Racial Justice and Inequality. I bought that back in June and made it kind of a mission to play random games from that bundle from time to time, just to see what kind of cool indie games we could come across in that big bundle. It's actually been quite a while though since I played any of the games from that collection. The last one I played was A Short Hike back, I believe, in late August. And that was a really cool game actually, and I do plan on revisiting it at some point on this channel, but that'll be during the daytime during the regular stream hours so that more people from my friend group will be able to watch it and participate live while I'm playing that game. But today I'll be playing another game that I just happened to come across while scrolling through the bundle looking for games to play. I didn't refer to this stream as an ambient evening stream like I have with some of the other ones because I'm not really sure what to expect of this game at all. We'll be playing a game called The Night Fisherman. It seems to be kind of like a visual novel type game, like an interactive story. And it should be fairly short, which is good because I definitely like to seek out fairly short games from the itch bundle, like games that are about an hour in length or less, because it's just more convenient to play games that are that short and work that into my schedule in the evening. I'll be able to stream probably more frequently, more consistently that way, if I'm able to find games that I can play in a very short sitting in the evenings. As for upcoming stream plans, it's kind of hard to say because there are really no holidays in October that I can make use of, at least where I live. But the Night in the Woods Japanese translation streams will continue just whenever I'm able to make it happen and whenever more of my friends can join me for that. And there's also one game in particular that's kind of Halloween themed that I like to play in October. I just have to work that out with Nick or with Grace because they stream on a more fixed and regular schedule on weekends, and I guess I'd have to ask them to give up their time slot for me to be able to play that game. And I don't really want to rudely interrupt them, but just for the sake of playing one game in October that's kind of timely, I'll see what I can do to play that. Anyway, here I'm in the OBS menu, ready to open this game. It seems that the game starts as soon as I open the file, so I don't have the game open yet. I'm just going to open it live, and hopefully OBS will capture it smoothly right away. Also, hi Grace. So Grace, you might not have heard, tonight we'll be playing a game completely blind going into. It seems that the game is fairly short. I think in the store description it said this game is like 15 minutes per playthrough or something like that. But it's a... we'll be playing a game called The Night Fisherman, which seems to be like a visual novel game. And it looks kind of like atmospheric or artistic. It should be kind of interesting, so we'll see what this is about. There are also a couple other kind of interesting looking art games that I want to check out that should be fairly short and easy to fit into an evening. Anyways, let's open the game. Hopefully this captures smoothly. I didn't really do much playtest on this, but it seems like once I have the game open, the audio and video should be okay. I guess Gracie can let me know if there are any problems. Turn up the sound a little bit. You are a night fisherman. You spot a boat approaching in the distance. After stowing your flashlight, you reach over the side of the boat and collect a palmful of water. You throw it over your face, washing the night's stresses away. This looks and sounds very ambient so far, but again, I have no idea what this game is going to become, so I didn't really want to categorize this as like a calm, relaxing game in case it turns out to be like really intense or stressful. You pick up your rod and open your bait pouch. Wow, this dude is quite a mouth breather. Oh, and okay, we have choices. Okay, so we can hook a live maggot or toss boiled bait in the water. I don't know how bad the stream delay will be for this, but Grace, I guess we can see what you think. Hook a live maggot or toss, so, you know, put the bait on the hook or just throw it into the water. I don't know if that would really make much of a difference either way. Fishing was not one of the activities I pursued when I was a Boy Scout, and I don't have that merit badge or anything. I've really only attempted fishing maybe like once or twice ever in all my time in scouting. That's not really an activity that runs in my family, so. Live maggot, Grace says, okay. Hook a live maggot. You wince as you pierce its squirming body, behold it regretfully for a moment, and cast the line. Well, now I just feel bad. Oh. The man in the other boat has a thin strap across his body. I think this man is carrying a gun. Oh, hold on. I need to, there we go. Need to adjust my window for a second there. Hopefully that didn't cause any problems on the video. So I can use arrow keys to control. On his back you can see the protruding stock of a shotgun. Or to the... Ah, it changes the camera. Okay. Churchill. Hello, sir. I'm Churchill with the EPG. Is that the man on the other boat speaking? Is he Churchill? I guess so, because I'm just called Fisherman. Hello. I'm checking in with all vessels in the area. I'm wondering if you wouldn't mind lending me a lighter. Mine must have gone overboard. Hey, of course. It seems that is our only choice. What is happening here? Well, of course. You toss the lighter to the other boat. Oh, that's a risky move. We're kind of far away. Thank you, sir. You are Mr. Gardiner? Are you not? That'll be me. The other man lights his cigarette and pockets your lighter. You're not gonna toss it back, rude. You steal a glance around your boat. Oh, there's like even more camera angles I can choose from if I just keep hitting the arrow keys. This dude is smoking an invisible cigarette with his invisible face. Oh, so I really do steal a glance around the boat. I can just kind of look everywhere. Interesting. And you know who I am, what I do? I do. Then please tell me, what is it that I do? Okay. You find immigrants or stay silent. Oh, so is this dude kind of like a vigilante or something? I'm giving the pause for Grace to say something. I guess this is not necessarily a peaceful encounter, is it? I mean, this dude already stole a lighter to light his invisible cigarette. I mean, I guess if he asked a question, we might as well answer it if we presumably know the answer. Life of Pi, Grace says. Yeah, I've read that book and seen that movie. Well, with the stream delay, I don't know how timely Grace can be about giving responses. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and make the choice. I'll say you find immigrants. I'll go with the first one. Okay, well, Grace just backed me up on that. Okay. You consider for a moment as Churchill's eyes fix on you. You're part of the English Protection Group. You stop smugglers from bringing immigrants into England. Oh, so these guys are British, okay. Well, I think Grace's English accent is more practiced than mine, so I'm just gonna stick to my my American English here. Bingo, that's the job Mr. F has given us indeed. It's my duty to sail about, checking every boat out here, checking the caves. Our leader doesn't want any immigrants slipping through the net. It's good speaking to you, Mr. Churchill, but how am I able to help? Okay, so I was kind of assuming that maybe the fisherman they were playing as is an immigrant and he's being, like, hunted right now. Or there's about to be a confrontation. But it seems like our fisherman is not necessarily an immigrant. Also, sorry to, like, particularly like Emoto if she ends up watching this later. Hopefully these camera jumps aren't too, like, sudden to cause issues. Ah, I'm sure you can't. I'm told you're an upstanding man, Mr. Gardiner. But perhaps you can help me another way. You must hear gossip, perhaps from Mrs. Gardiner. Have you heard anything about the smugglers? Ah. You reach down, grab a tin of cheap shandy bass beer. Oh, I'm drinking invisible beverage now? Come on, give me another look at that invisible beverage to go with the invisible cigarette. I heard. Ah, okay. So I have another choice here. They moved further north, or you spooked them. They stopped. Well, it is Spook Month, and, I kind of think I see where this game is going. Like, it seems that we have a choice as to whether we want to help this, basically this immigration officer, or whether we want to, like steer him on the wrong course so that he can't catch anyone. So, I think I'm going to give the second response. You spooked them, they stopped. Just a rumor, mind you, but they stopped operating. Apparently they got scared of the EPG, spooked into hiding. So they let their French counterparts know to not use this area anymore. Ah, a shame. So the cowards ran back to their mother's skirts. No fun. The man sighs into his cigarette as you drink your watery lager. Oh, can I not move the camera anymore? Guess not. Well, in that case, there's nothing more for me to do here. My work is done, Sorry to have troubled you. It's kind of interesting I can move the camera around during this conversation. Not at all, sir. A welcome distraction. Churchill drops his shoulders. He's at ease now. His threatening presence is dissipating. Churchill turns his hand to his boat, readying himself to leave. Caught anything tonight? What am I looking at right now exactly? Not much luck tonight, no. Nor me. You know what they call me in the lefty papers? I don't know if I really like the comparison between fish and catching immigrants. He hovers for your answer. The kid fisher, or I don't pay attention. The kid fisher. I'm kind of tempted to say the first one because I'm curious what that means, but I don't know. I'm thinking from kind of like a Red Scare perspective here, right? Like, if he asked me what he's called in the lefty papers and I seem to know the answer, then he might like accuse me of like being a leftist operative or something like that. So I guess I would say this is a more daring option and the second one's a bit safer. I'm just going to go ahead and say the first one just to see what he says, though. You're apprehensive, unsure how he'll react. They call you the Kid Fisher. Yes, a name I've well earned. Yeah, kind of like I predicted there. I think knowing the answer to that question, I've just turned the attention to myself. He's focused on you again now, no longer leaving. They call me this because I'm the best at fishing immigrants out of this channel before they reach shore. Okay, never mind. I haven't necessarily turned the attention to myself. This guy's just kind of a cocky bastard. And because they say I cast them back out to water. It's not a perfect metaphor. Here's a better one. The animal that best embodies the character of an Englishman is, naturally, the lion. We are proud, stubborn, often uninterested in menial labor, but so powerful that others will do it for us. So most of the EPG will hunt in places which could hide a lion. They check sturdy shipping containers and yachts. But illegal immigrants are pigeons, not lions. They swarm and great... So, okay, so the camera is now stuck on this. I think what am I looking at right now? Is that the fisherman's bag of supplies? I can't really tell what I'm looking at here. Anyway. They swarm in great number, attracted to urban places, roost anywhere they can, and most importantly, we don't like them. Uh-huh. Now, pigeons are really no different than the beloved jay. But we malign the pigeon, consider them dirty, vermin. It's difficult to be a pigeon. Mr. Gardener, I'm the best at catching them because I know what tremendous feats human beings are capable of once they abandon dignity. You listen in silence. Whoa, I'm really piling up those beers now, aren't I? Anyway. I assume you won't mind if I enjoy a tipple? What does that mean? Go ahead. Oh, a beverage, okay. The other man pulls an elegant bottle out of his jacket pocket. The blue glass is artfully blown to appear as if thorny rose stems are wrapped around it. The bottle is capped with a cast metal stopper in the shape of a rose. He removes it and drinks from the bottle. Sapphire Rose. There's no better scotch. I do not like that change in the musical cue there. This is sounding kind of sinister. This man with the invisible face drinking that invisible beverage. What is happening to the music? Oh. Shh. I'm going to have to inspect your boat, but when people cooperate with me, they are not punished. In fact, they are given safe passage home to their loved ones, and no charges are brought. Do you understand? Hold on. Am I smuggling someone? Is that what's happening here? It seems like there's like a bag back here, and it seemed like something might have been moving inside it. Is there a person in the boat? That's my guess as to what's happening here. Do you understand? The Kid Fisher's face becomes deadly serious. Yeah, there it is. You're transporting an illegal immigrant, aren't you? You consider for a second, and that very consideration gives you away. There's nothing for it now. They're hiding underneath that tarpaulin behind you, aren't they? Tears mixed with the sea spray and sweat dripping into the boat. Smuggling digits, babies, says Grace. I will now throw you a line. Move far away from the tarpaulin and get ready to swim. He's straight up going to kick us off this boat. The rope attached to the larger vessel lands at the fore of the boat, away from the tarp. Oh. I can see where this game branches off into different endings. Follow his instructions, or go to the boy. So the person we're smuggling is a child, by the sound of it. Alright, well, this is the bundle for racial justice and equality, and also abolish ICE, so go to the boy. You kneel by the tarp, take the boy's hand in your own. His confused eyes cut at you. I can't change the camera, we're focused on the Kid Fisher here. I'm sorry, lad. Churchill takes another sip of Sapphire Rose, stoppers it, and places it back inside his coat. Such a shame, Mr. Gardiner. You could have taken the rope and been dropped safely home. I'll send my regards to your wife. Yeah, this man is armed. Oh shit. Oh shit, this dude just pulled out his gun on me. Whoa. Royal Britannia. Holy shit, that was loud. The fisherman's boat flips, the hull partly shattered. For a few seconds, Churchill watches the water, weapon at the ready. The boy resurfaces, gasping air misted with the fisherman's blood. Churchill lines up his final shot. Then relaxes the gun with an ecstatic grin. Laughing, he turns to his vessel and readies it to sail on. I hope we meet again. Goodbye, little one. Watching the boat leave, the boy begins weakly to swim. Huh. So it's implied that the fisherman is left to... Well, the fisherman is left to die, but the boy just... The agent doesn't kill the boy. He just kind of leaves him to swim away, which... basically kind of leaves the boy to drown as well, but I guess he's hoping he can catch the kid on some other occasion. Alright, so I guess that was like one way that this game can end. Also, as you can see here on the screen, I guess this has a Patreon page too, and I can actually click the link directly to it. But yeah, it seems that the studio or the group that made this game is making like one visual novel game like this every month. I actually noticed this as I was looking at the page description for this game, and it seems they've actually made another that's not included in the bundle that I got this game from, but currently the other visual novel is available for free, and I made the claim for it to get into my itch library, so I will be able to play the next game by this team on my streams at some point, if I would like to. But for now, let's click the quit button, and oh, that closed the game. Okay, well, here, we can jump back in and see if we can get to another ending here. We'll see if that outcome could have been any different. That was interesting, though. I mean, the story is obviously very allegorical to current times. Alright, so we could probably go a bit quicker through all this. You're a night fisherman. You spot a boat approaching in the distance. After stowing your flashlight, you reach over the side of the boat and collect a palm full of water. You throw it over your face, washing the night's stresses away. You pick up your rod and open your bait pouch. Alright, I'll take the, it seems like there's not any more than 2 choices for each branching path in the game, so go ahead and pick the other choice for each, just to see what the dialogue says. Toss boiled bait in the water. You let the maggots be. Instead, you toss a handful of smelly boiled bait into the sea and cast your line. The man in the other boat has a thin strap across his body. On his back, you can see the protruding stock of a shotgun. Hello, sir. I'm Churchill with the EPG. Hello. I'm checking in with all vessels in the area. I'm wondering if you wouldn't mind lending me a lighter. Mine must have gone overboard. Aye, of course. You toss the lighter to the other boat. Also, I didn't notice those beer cans were always there earlier, too. For some reason, I thought those were added later in the cutscene in the last playthrough. I guess they've been there. Thank you, sir. You're Mr. Gardiner, are you not? That'll be me. The other man lights a cigarette and pockets your lighter. You steal a glance around your boat. And you know who I am, what I do. I do. Please tell me, what is it that I do? I'll stay silent here. You don't answer the question. No need to be shy, Mr. Gardener. It's a long night and I'm starved for conversation. Indulge me. You stop smuggling. You consider for a moment as Churchill's eyes fix on you. You're part of the English Protection Group. You stop smugglers from bringing immigrants into England. Bingo. That's the job Mr. F has given us, indeed. It's my duty to sail about, checking every boat out here, checking the caves. Our leader doesn't want any immigrants slipping through the net. It's good speaking to you, Mr. Churchill, but how am I able to help? Ah, I'm sure you can't. I'm told you're an upstanding man, Mr. Gardener. But perhaps you can help me another way. You must hear gossip, perhaps from Mrs. Gardener. Have you heard anything about the smugglers? Ah. You reach down and grab a tin of cheap shandy bass beer. I heard. Alright, like I said, I'll just choose the other option for all of these. They move further north. Just a rumor, mind you, but they move north. Apparently there's better caves near the next estuary anyway. So they let their French counterparts know to make a slightly longer journey. Ah, shame. Perhaps they outfoxed us this time. The man sighs into his cigarette as you drink the watery lager. There's that trembling tarp again. Well, in that case, there's nothing more for me to do here. My work is done. Sorry to have troubled you. Not at all, sir. A welcome distraction. Churchill drops his shoulders. He's at ease now. His threatening presence is dissipating. Churchill turns his hand to his boat, readying himself to leave. Caught anything tonight? Not much luck tonight, no. Nor me. You know what they call me in the lefty papers? He hovers for your answer. Alright, this time I'll say I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to things like that. No, of course, but you've heard it, surely. You know of the name. Aye. And please, what is it? The dark masks the sweat on your brow. Invisible sweat to go with the invisible beer. The Kid Fisher. You're apprehensive, unsure how he'll react. They call you the Kid Fisher. Yes, a name I've well earned. He's focused on you again now, no longer leaving. They call me this because I'm the best at fishing immigrants out of this channel before they reach shore, and because they say I cast them back out to the water. It's not a perfect metaphor. Here's a better one. The animal that best embodies the character of an Englishman is naturally the lion. We are proud, stubborn, often uninterested in menial labor, but so powerful that others will do it for us. So most of the EPG will hunt in places which could hide a lion. They check sturdy shipping containers and yachts. But illegal immigrants are pigeons, not lions. They swarm in great number, attracted to urban places, roost anywhere they can, and most importantly, we don't like them. Now, pigeons are really no different than the beloved jay. But we malign the pigeon, consider them dirty, vermin. It's difficult to be a pigeon. Mr. Gardener, I'm the best at catching them because I know what tremendous feats human beings are capable of once they abandon dignity. You listen in silence. Anyway. I assume you won't mind if I enjoy a tipple. Go ahead. Well, the way this seems to be going so far, I think there's really only two possible endings based on the last choice you make. Alright, so he pulls out the beverage. The music gets spookier. Ball is kept with a cast metal stopper in the shape of a rose. He removes it and drinks from the bottle. Sapphire rose. There's no better scotch. It actually just occurred to me that I assumed from the beginning of this game that those breathing sounds you're hearing are coming from the fisherman, but I think it's safer to assume that it's uncomfortable breathing coming from under the tarp. Shh, I'm gonna have to inspect your boat, but when people cooperate with me, they are not punished. In fact, they're given safe passage home to their loved ones, and no charges are brought. Do you understand? The kid fisher's face becomes deadly serious. You're transporting an illegal immigrant, aren't you? You consider for a second, and that very consideration gives you away. There's nothing for it now. They're hiding underneath that tarpaulin behind you, aren't they? Tears mixed with sea spray and sweat dripping into the boat. I will now throw you a line. Move far away from the tarpaulin and get ready to swim. The rope attached to a larger vessel lands at the fore of the boat, away from the tarp. Alright, well, it's not the choice I would morally like to make for the sake of seeing both endings while follow his instructions, but now that I read it again, it sounds like he's just going to shoot the kid, right? At least that's what it seems like what might happen here. Follow his instructions. You shuffle to the front of the boat and take the safety line, hands quivering. You keep your eyes up, away from the boy under the tarpaulin. Churchill takes another sip of sapphire rose, stoppers it, and places it back inside his coat. Excellent. Mrs. Gardiner will be very pleased to have you home safe and sound. He's gonna shoot the kid. Britannia. Your boat flips, the hole shot through. For a few seconds, all is black. You can still hear the breathing. The rope begins to pull you through the bitter waves. Churchill heaves you aboard his boat, then handcuffs you. Oh, you... Really now? So he wasn't planning on letting me go anyway. The handcuffs you slumped against the guardrail. For a few seconds, he watches the water, weapon at the ready. The boy resurfaces, gasping at the sea air. Churchill lines up his final shot, then relaxes the gun with an ecstatic grin. Laughing, he turns to his vessel and readies it to sail on. I hope we meet again. Goodbye, little one. Watching the boat leave, the boy begins weakly to swim. Alright, well, yeah, that's... Oof. That is a morally worse choice and does not have any better of an outcome anyway, which is probably what they're trying to say with this game. But, yeah, we've chosen every dialogue option possible, so it seems that we've seen all that's written in this game. But, yeah, that was interesting. I like that. I had no idea what this game was going into it. Like, all it really says in the game's description on the itch page is that, like, it's something like you're a night fisherman, a boat approaches you, the man has a gun. So it's basically the only description you're given of this game is what happens within, like, the first 10 seconds. But yeah, I like that. It was short and sweet. It's a nice looking game. Nice music. Kind of it basically presents like a moral dilemma. And Grace is crying. I think the next thing I can do, it seems like this game is self-contained, but it seems that with this narrative game, like one game a month thing that the studio is doing, it seems that they might be kind of continuing with this theme of like a how would I put it, like a closed-bordered England of years past, and this like issue of like moral justice with immigrants. Because the next game, I forgot what it was called. I don't have my browser window open, so I guess I'm not going to check right now. But it seemed to be a similar thing of like the next game that they made is another visual novel about like meeting a refugee and hiding them in your home or something like that. So that seems like that also might be interesting. So I could make that the next thing I play as an evening game. And I hope Grace and anyone who happens to watch this enjoyed this game, because I thought this was really interesting. So yeah, let's see here. I'll go and click over to my game over screen. So thank you everybody for watching this. This is a shorter stream this time, and that's probably what I'll go for these evening streams for a while. It's just easier to plan evening streams like this when the games I'm playing are like an hour or less in length. So this is a good short and sweet game. This game is called the Night Fisherman, in case you want to seek it out yourself. I believe even outside of the itch bundle, this game is a free download if you search for it on itch.io. Again, the game is called the Night Fisherman. And yeah, thank you everybody for watching. My channel is twitch.tv/digitsbb. You can also follow Grace's channel, official_Grace, where she plays Skyrim. Nowadays, mostly just Skyrim, but in streams past, she's played also Grand Theft Auto 5, Final Fantasy 7, which is on hold for now, and she's played Fall Guys and I guess Monster Hunter from time to time as well. And you can follow my friend Nick's channel, BlazerGamer112. He plays a pretty big variety of games, but right now he's doing a Spook Month theme on his channel, so he's been playing The Last of Us, Resident Evil 2 Remake, and DuckTales Remastered are his games that he's playing in October. And also occasionally we're playing other things like Among Us and the upcoming Jackbox Party Pack 7, I believe. So yeah, that's my channel, and those are my friends' channels. So thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next stream.